Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here, of course. And as Candy said, I am here on behalf of Dave Wilson, the Minister of Health and Wellness. And I know he would like to have been here, but when you're a minister, you got always too many things to do, and you just couldn't be in both places. And I'd also like to give regrets for Ramona Jennings, my colleague in the legislature who represents King South. She also had another commitment this morning and was torn between whether she could be here in New Minas or whether she had to be in Halifax, and because it was possible for me to be here, we shared the load in that way. But to tell you the truth, I'm delighted to be here. I am the MLA for Kings North. We're technically in Kings South, but just barely. And I've been familiar with the Evangeline Club for a long time. I have had the pleasure of being here for lunch once or twice, and I know what an important organization this is, so it's a pleasure to be here to do this announcement. I would like to say, just because we're here at the Evangeline Recreation Society, I never think about it that way.
Yeah.
I think about it as the club. What I know about this place is that it's a house where fellowship occurs. It's a place where you can get a great lunch, and I've enjoyed a couple of those. I've been really impressed with the garden project that runs here, where not only do people learn some gardening skills, but turn the food that's grown here back into the lunches that people enjoy through the fall and into the winter. And maybe it's a place too where people can just talk to each other, or put a puzzle together, or do something that makes life more meaningful. And in fact, what in lots of ways what this is a community. And communities, I think, are at the heart of our province. They're in fact maybe even more profoundly than that at the heart of our life. Human beings, I don't think I have to remind many people in this room, are social animals. We live our lives in relation to each other, and I think, in fact, we're at our greatest risk when we're alone. And so what the Evangeline Club does, I think, in part, is help build community and help link people who find community here with other parts of the larger community. And so that's a really, really important thing. I'm here today particularly to announce that people living with mental illness will benefit from more access to health programs in their communities with funding from the province's consumer-led initiative grants. And I'm very, very pleased that the Evangeline Club, or officially the Evangeline Recreation Society, is one of this year's recipients. The Evangeline Club will be receiving $16,000 to implement programming that is making and will continue to make a very real difference in the lives of people living with mental illness. The consumer-led initiatives grants focus on groups concerned with mental illness. They help to establish and run programs in their communities, and they're important because including and involving people in community life, as I've already said, is not only vital to recovery but vital to life. And we recognize that financial support is part of making that happen. This year, the Department of Health and Wellness will invest a total of $146,000 in grants to 7 projects under this category of consumer-led initiatives. One of them is the Evangeline Club, as I've said. The others are the CARE organization representing disabilities, which is located in Digby, or in Clare, actually Digby County. The Schizophrenia Society of Nova Scotia will be receiving some funds. Lang House in Halifax will be getting a grant. Health Minds Cooperative in Halifax will be receiving some funding. The Canadian Mental Health Association of Halifax Dartmouth will be a recipient. And finally, the Self-Help Connection, also located in Halifax, will be a recipient. So I want to use my opportunity here to say congratulations to all the recipients. I wish everyone success in their work. And I want to say a particular congratulations to those members of the organization and the members of the Evangeline Club for not only for your success with this funding, but for the kind of programming that success with the programming that you deliver and everything that you do in your future. And thank you particularly to Candy and to the club for hosting this event this morning. I'm glad that we were able to do this here. And thanks to each of you for coming out this morning to be part of this announcement, which is important to a lot of people in Nova Scotia. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Jim. At this time, I would like to say a few words about what this grant means to our organization. And one of the main things that it has done this already, has established the CAN network, and that's the Consumer Action Network. This is a non-for-profit now group of its own that is housed here in the Evangeline Club and is run by a consumer-led board of directors. And at this time, I'd like to introduce them and have them come up here. Matilda Lane is our chairperson of the board. She's our chair. Marlene Cousins is our vice chair on this committee. Marlene. And Paul Can, the secretary of the Consumer Action Network. These folks here do their very best. We have meetings, hold meetings every month, and they're in charge of creating the jobs and providing the support that goes along with the funds that we got for this grant. And with that, I would like to thank you all for taking the time to come out and support this community announcement. This concludes the formal part of the event. I'll ask Jim to stick around for a few minutes later for a quick photo. Thank you all again.